Well, then, I'd like to thank the sponsor for the show, Mr. Drone Pool. Just wearing a shirt he sent me a long time ago. He is not the sponsor for the show, but I wanted to give him a shout out because Dan is somebody, Drone Pool Dan is somebody I've known for years. Since I started drones, I found him pretty quick. And also, the purpose of this stream, Alfred, be easy with a keyboard, is because of somebody else I've known in the drone community for a long time, and that would be Rat RH. Now, you may have seen him at first with a clown face. Hey, Corey Mano, how are you? Drone worship. I guess he got tired of Colorado, Dan. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. He's riding across the wide open plains as far as I know. The last picture I got from him, he was on the wide open plains. So I can't even imagine making, hey Chris, how are you? I can't even imagine making that trek on a bicycle, especially in my physical condition. But anyway, if y'all know Rabbit RH, if you got a couple bucks extra, send him something via PayPal or something. His latest video has it on there. I wish I could drop a link. I mean to get around to it. I just got my check, so I'll get around to it. But he's kind of out there, compared to me, he's a young kid, but he loves to fly and he's a damn good pilot, and that already makes him pretty cool in my book. So if you got a couple extra bucks, send to him. Look up his latest video or whatever. Times are tough everywhere. Everything costs more money. Hey, Jody, how are you, brother? How are you? Hey, Max there. Good to see you. So I'm just trying to drum up a little bit of support. Hey, Dom's RC for Rat RH, who is making a journey from Colorado to Florida. I think he's going to Palatka. Now, he's coming through a lot of hot, barren ground, but it's pretty hot in, I think it's Palatka. I'm not sure. So, Max, you recently did a trip to Florida, didn't you? It's hot down here, but when you're close to the coast, it's not so bad. It's all about being close to the coast. I told myself years ago where I grew up in, hey, Jackrabbit. Is that where he's going, Jackrabbit, or is that where you're? Oh, you're right. I remember him saying Live Oak. Live Oak is the first place. I remember my dad and my mom and us all piling into the car at one time in my young life when you could go see snow, and there was actually snow in Live Oak, Florida. So I guess it was more towards the center of the state. There's one thing you can guarantee. Hey, Leonard Hammer Schmeckle. That's got to be Carlos right there. But This is a tried and true tale, and anybody that's lived in Florida any length of time knows this. The center of the state is always the hottest, and it's always the coldest. Always. That's just a general rule. Now, Scott, Jackrabbit, FPV, you're more on the panhandle, aren't you? I think that's pretty much where you're at. I don't know the weather on the panhandle. I've only been, oh, you're just 90 miles west of Jack? Ah, well, that's pretty similar. I bet it gets hot as Hades right where you're at. You're just 90 miles west of Jack. Tallahassee. Tallahassee is only 90 miles west of Jack, really? Always seemed like a long ride to me, but, I-10 is pretty boring. I remember going through, we have a homestead in Alabama, and one of the routes. Hey, Maddie, brother Matt, how are you? I remember going to Alabama, and one route was just to go I-10 west, and then you went through Montgomery, but there was a really cool river you went over. I think it was the Swanee. But when you went over it over I-10, it was like waterfalls and stuff. It was really cool. Driving, Max, driving in Florida sucks. It depends upon the route you take. I used to do road trips all the time. I think Rat is in Arkansas. I sent him a link. I was hoping the prick would come in, but who knows what his self. The last picture he sent, it was like barren wasteland. I mean, it's the plain. He was somewhere in Kansas. He was in. I know it was Kansas because I remember saying something about he needs a tornado to carry him to a land of Oz or something. But there's some places, Max, where driving is really cool, like through the Blue Ridge Parkway, on the mountain roads. That's badass. So I don't know who of you have done that trip. I mean, I've seen plenty of videos that Max Air and whatnot have done, being, train trestles and all that, but I haven't seen that many mountains. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You get used to a lot of things. Like where I grew up was, like, I don't know, south side of Jacksonville, 18 miles to the beach. The Parkway kicks ass, Max. I always remember, hey, Max there. Remember the movie, might be a bit old for you, but remember the movie, shit. Was a short little guy. He was rich as hell, and he stayed drunk all the time. Like having a total brain fart. Hey, TJ. Hi, Mad Kiwi. What's up, Craig? You bloody Yorker. So it was a funny movie. It had that Italian looking chick in there. Uh, Shit. Her name's right on the tip of my tongue. She's an Italian bit. Um, oh, that woman. Arthur. Bingo, Maddie. You got it. It was Arthur. Yes, that's the movie. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a movie, a hilarious movie, I might say. Thoroughly enjoyed it. If it came to on today on my internet, I would watch it just because I think it's hilarious. Yeah, it is. It is, Maddie. It's very funny. I one of my favorite moments is when he pulls up to her house. He's hammered and he's in like the Bentley or whatever, and he has his drink in his hand. And he sets it on the fender. And he's like trying to use the force to make sure it doesn't slide off the fender. When he lets go of it. That's a good movie. Which one are you watching, Scott? Are you watching the old one, or are you watching the one with what's his name? Yeah, I know. I get sidetracked, uh, Carlos. So I gotta figure out how to do that. I need to put his link up to his latest video. I, Craig, I didn't think you're supposed to be pumping concrete in the bloody rain. What the hell is wrong with you, Kiwis? First one was in 1974. Um, I've seen them both, but never back to back. No, I'm not sure which one I like first. Is that his last video? Leonard, thank you for sharing that because I'm obviously too incompetent to do that at the moment. But let's see. What am I looking for even? So thanks for doing that, Carlos, because I'm completely lost. I'm without purpose. I just felt the need. I just felt the need. I mean, I can't imagine doing what Rat is doing right now, which is right pedaling his ass across the United States. I think that's pretty amazing if he can make it. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how well prepared he is. Does he have a good backpack or whatever? I mean, the last message I got from him, he was talking about the heat. And I mean, dude, I rode to the store today, pick up some beer and some cigarettes and some food. Less than a 2 mile round trip. And I was sweating bullets when I got home. So I can't imagine trying to make, I mean, granted, it's a POS bicycle, and I don't know how good Frank's bicycle is, but the bicycle can only be so good. But when you got, I don't know, 1,000 miles to go, that's a long freaking way, man. I eat up 2 miles in a day and I feel good. If you're making a trip like that, that's a whole nother ball game. I don't know about that, Scott. Just do Messenger, Scott. That's it. Just do Messenger. I don't have a phone number. He's still out in BFE, Scott. I mean, he's out there. He's the other side of. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where Kansas is in relationship to Texas. But I don't. Texas is wide as shit. Kansas isn't exactly small either. That's where I heard. The last place he was was in Kansas, and that's a long ways away. Hey Scott, um, I never go on Facebook, but I use Messenger. That's what I use. I don't really do the Facebook thing at all. I'm horrible about that. There's probably people that think I'm a horrible person. Well, just because I don't do the Facebook thing, but I cheat and I use Messenger to talk to my closest friends. Like Carlos, Drone Psyche, Charlie, Paul, aka Drone Bum, Drone Pool, aka Dan. I know if I send them a message, they'll get it. So that's the good thing about Facebook. Open a Facebook account, put in as little information as necessary, and then start Messenger. And just use Facebook as your messenger, so to speak. Make Facebook work for you instead of you working for fake book. There's a lot of people that call it fake book. FAKE book. So it's pretty cool. You can still share pictures or whatever, but I mean, maybe they capture all that shit too. Who knows? It's just not the same. People don't. It's not sort of the same way. I don't know. But you can say stuff on Messenger that you wouldn't put in a Facebook post. Let's just put it that way. Because we kid around all the time, a couple groups that I belong to, and we'll say crazy stuff and whatever, but if you put that on Facebook, you get banned or, I don't know, deleted or canceled or put on suspension, whatever. But I don't know, on Messenger, none of that happened. None of that seems to happen. I don't know. Is there anybody out there that's been canceled because of something they said on Messenger? Of course, I feel embarrassed because I haven't ever gotten banned on Twitter or anything either. No, I know, Leonard. That how stupid can you be? All right, Scott. Well, thanks for being here, brother. And they make these things called chargers where you put. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
We need to leave the porch light on for us when we're coming back with handfuls of food.
I'm sorry. I don't remember turning it off, but I may have. Ah! Okay, well, alright, I had to leave because food came in. So, anyway, this was just meant to be a quick thing. How long have I been live? 23 minutes. Of course you gotta sleep sometime, Jackrabbit. So you gonna drive all the way out to Kansas to get wrapped? I'm sure he'd appreciate it. But there you go. So anyway, I mean this was really I don't know, I had a few beers, did some work in the yard, had kind of a bug. And then I heard a couple messages from Rat and Carlos and others, and they were talking about Frank. Yeah, I know. He'll get closer. Okay, Scott, it's okay. He still got this. He's got this. You know, he might have been stupid enough to think, oh, I can do this. That's not that far. It's only 1,000 miles. But um, I don't know. There's two ways to look at it. It's like, yeah, it might be good for him, you know? Who knows? Or it might kill him. Hey, Forevermore, how are you? So, I mean, I don't know. All I know is I've known Rat RH for a long time. And yeah, he's kind of out there at times, but you know, the first couple of times I saw him, he's got this clown face on. But I can't say much about that because Rigor Mortis did the same thing. He had some kind of ghoulish face on. So, and then I later came to know them both, and they're like normal people. They're just, well, normal is a relative term, but they were just kind of confusing their identity or whatever. Not much up forevermore. I was just trying to do. Oh yeah, Rat is awesome. Rat's a good dude. Always take care of your hammer schmuckle. That's important. So anyway, that's just a little short stream to hit up Mr. Rat RH. His name is Frank, by the way. He calls himself something else. Franklin, which was the name of my uncle, by the way. His name was Franklin Delano Myers. But everybody called him FD for Franklin Delano. So there you go. So I don't know, Frank's been around a while, he's a good guy. So you can check out his latest video. He has a link to his PayPal, you know, $5, $10. If you got any money burning a hole in your wallet, send him some. I'm on Social Security myself, but I'm gonna send him something. I'm just not sure how much. I gotta get my PayPal activated again because card it was tied to is long gone. So everyone out there, have some Crystal cheeseburgers to eat. I will bid you adieu, and see you later, alligators. After a while, crocodile.